This is the beginning. We haven't taken any from our trip in 2003, and it says we left Florida, we went on, came up here to Indiana, and we're now at the Shipshewana flea market. And this is all the buggies parked here. Are some buggies that they come in, and we're gonna go to this big flea market. Supposed to be the biggest one. They have auctions. It's a pretty day. Okay, there's our trailer parked. We're at Chanute Air Base, Rantoul, Illinois, and this is the Air Force Museum now. Octave Chanute Aerospace Museum, it's called. This is where Dad went to school in 1952. So they say it's a nice museum here. We decided to come see it. Oh, that's right.
I was here from November 52 to about middle of January 53. Yeah, barracks was. Foot locker was on the side. Sometimes on the end, depending where you were. Chanute, I don't remember where it was, where we are. I don't remember. The B-47 like I worked on. You can see there's the outboard engine right there. That's the number 6 engine. And there's 5 and 4. The fuselage on the other side had way out with 1, and then 2 and 3 were towards plane again. That's B-47. So I worked on for 3 years. I got some more of it now from the front.
Yeah, but I can't.
There's the number 1 engine out over that wing. It's the engine right in the middle now of the picture. That's number 1 engine. And that's 2 and 3. 4 and 5. We're at Fleming Park, a campground right out of Blue Springs, Missouri, right now. We just called Pat and Charlie Biddle, and this is our campsite. Not there. I'm going to go around. This is the view we got of the pretty area. There's a truck, and there. Whoop. There, trying to turn around when you're taking pictures is not the easiest thing in the world on rock. We're going to go down and take a picture of the dam and the lake.
This is Blue Springs Lake. This is the dam. Comes from the Little Blue Springs River. We're not camped on the lake, but some jet skis out there and some boats. This is Friday, probably be busier the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. The city market in Kansas City, Missouri, and there's the skyline. And they've got everything, flowers, fruits, vegetables, just like Soulard Market in St. Louis. And there's Charlie, and there's Pat. Picked us up.
Welcome to Kansas City.
Yeah. Meats. We're going to go see a steamboat museum. We got white awnings like we have. There's a steamboat museum we're going in. Yeah, there's a museum we're going in.
This is a museum in Kansas City. There's a wagon. Stuff from the riverboat. Well, I don't know if this is going to come out. It might not be worth a shot of powder. I don't know. It wasn't a snag boat. That didn't take it then, Cam. There's all stuff off the boat. It may come out, it may not. Block planes, or regular planes. They were to be sold because there's a lot of them. Wood planes. They were to be sold or they wouldn't. If there was only one of a thing, that was a personal item. When there was a whole bunch of them, those were merchandise to be sold. Oh, there's little spades or something. There's some more stuff. Handles, axe handles. There's a personal toolbox there. They're fireplace shovels. And there's wrenches. All kinds of stuff. Now this was all to be sold. This was all merchandise being delivered. New merchandise. These are all dishes and that came off the boat. There's spoons. There's other stuff. There's knife holders and there's spoons. And there's forks sticking up. And there's pots and pans that were on it. And there's coffee pots in the corner. These are sweet pickles. They're 132 years old and they're good. They tasted them when they brought it up in 1988. It sunk in 1856. It sunk, and it was in the Missouri River. And they brought it out. They found it in 1988. This was clothing. It was hats and coats and pants and blouses. Everything was on them. And they were really under mud after a while. Looks like a bear skin. Looks like a bear skin there. I don't know. Here's a bunch of boots. And there's boots. And little shoes. And there's a bunch of other shoes. There's a boot jack that you use to take boots off and a wrench too. It's a wrench on the other end. And here's bits and stirrups for horses. And there's the old halter. They've got it on a plastic frame. But this is all stuff that was out of it. On it. It's like a hardware department. Here's doorknobs.
Latches, handles,
I'm just taking everything.
keys. My, good.
Yeah. Like a hardware store. This was all stuff being sent.
Out west.
I got to get out to the side. I don't know if this is going to come out. I hope so. Looks like it's making a shadow. And it might be. This looks like nail kegs. Nails and screws. Kegs of them. Here's a bunch of stuff that was found. There's locks, door locks, handles, doorknobs. I don't know what those are over there. Look like handles. I don't know. I don't know what those are. Latches, I guess. I don't know. There's hinges. No, they're switches. These are electric switches. Switches for something, I guess. There's keys. Here's a whole slew of keys. It's like stuff that is in a keg that's nails or screws or something like that. They're going to go through all that and separate that. They're still doing it. They got 4,000 things to do with it. It's like an oven. They dry the wood out in there. They had wood in there. And this down here is the refrigerator. It makes ice. So the water that comes out of there goes down in there and makes ice. And he weighs the ice. And then he knows how much water was in that wood. It takes a long time. When he gets down for 2 days where it doesn't change, and he knows he's got all the water out of it. This is a snag that sank the Great White Arabia.
Wasn't a snag boat. What was it? Oh, paddle wheeler? No. They say was aboard. Do you remember?
I don't know.
No human lives lost.
No.
Just a mule.
There's the boilers from it. This is supposed to be like the ship itself that we're in now. It said to push, so I did it. It's turning the thing. That's what operated the paddle wheel. The paddle wheel turning off of it. They salvaged that. Over here you can see about how wide they were. Only about 3 foot wide. And I guess about 6 foot wide. This is the paddle wheel here now. You can really see it. See the arm going up and down on the side. There's the arm. You can see it better on the side. This is the back or stern portion of the hull. And this up here is the tiller arm. This is Pat and Charlie's Biddle's house. We just came back from having lunch. There's Charlie. Wait a minute, I'll bring you in closer, Charlie.
That's Charlie's pose.
There you are. Now, there they are in front of their house.
Down from the shower.
This is in Blue Springs, Missouri.
Welcome to our home.
There you go. This is Bucksaw, Corps of Engineers Park in Bucksaw, Missouri, on a Truman Reservoir lake. This is our site. Should have taken a little earlier, but we forgot all about it. But it might rain tomorrow, so I better get some. It's about 8:12 in the evening. 9, 8:12 in the evening. This campground right around here. I'll get our site in a little bit. There's our campsite. There's the truck with that rock behind it.
This is our view of the Walter George Lake, and we're camped here at White Oak Creek Campground. It's a core park. It's really pretty. We've been here a couple of times. Some Canadian geese down there. These are the campsites. Some boy water skiing or going on a board. He keeps trying different things and falling off. And there's some campsites over there. And this is ours. Wave again. This is our trailer from up on the hill here. The lake behind it. Eufaula, Alabama, and across the river is Georgetown, Georgia. We went and had barbecue sandwiches there for lunch. Then we came to the campground. We were here last year. This is Walter George Lake. It's pretty.
Doe, she got 3 triplets if they come along with her. This is our September trip going north. Yeah, I don't see the triplets yet. We just saw them when we came back from the campground, to the campground. Looking right at me. I don't see the 3 triplets yet. There's another one of the does. There's one of the does. And there's 2 of them now. There's one there, and one just behind a tree. One there. There's a doe going across the road now. She's telling them, come on kids, let's go. Running through the brush. There goes one of the does across the road now. I don't know which one that is. The mother went across before where you saw her. I lost her. There she goes. That Wren Lake, North Sandusky. There's another one coming out of the woods. There's another doe. I mean another fawn. The other ones are fawns. The doe went across first. And I've had 2 does together, 2 fawns together, and then one fawn went across. Now there's the other fawn, and there's the other fawn coming. So it's all 3 fawns, but I've only gotten 2 together here. Two fawns here, and one with the mother back over in there someplace. But they're just standing there eating. There's the one. There comes another one. There's two there, two fawns there, and one fawn there. I can't get them together. Two, three. She must have had triplets. Now the other one's going to go across the road, or by the other two. And there's the two together there. There's two. There's the other one. Site number 10 in North Sandusky. That's the lake out that way too now. And then that's from in front of our trailer looking out on an angle. I started to say this is out now, going out the other way from our boat, our pontoon, from our trailer. Looking out from the back of our trailer out to the lake. I don't know if you'll hear me, but we're down at Grand Tower, Illinois. There's the pipeline, the natural gas line. And there's a barge going up, towboat's going up with a barge. It's tow, what they call a tow. It's Teresa L. Wood. There. There's one right behind him, just a little bitty thing.
Charlie White.
Hey.
You heard Carol? She said it's Charlie White.
Hey, go channel 12 for a minute.
There's Tower Rock.
Yeah, I got Tower Rock behind it now, right? Right there is Tower Rock. It was going to be a national park at one time, then he decided not to make it one.
Fall weather today.
Yeah, we really got fall weather today. It's cool here today. We've been to Belleville. We're headed back to, well, we're going out east first from here out through Ohio and then down through the Shenandoah Valley, down Virginia and that. Maybe the Outer Banks. A hurricane just came through. The river's pretty low. There you can see the sandbar out there. We're at Rising Sun, Ohio, Indiana. It's a little farm on the river, campground. And it's the Ohio River now. And there's a tow going up the river. We never got any pictures of them before. The river's pretty here. We're going to stay 2 days. We might possibly stay 3. We don't know. I guess I'll take some of the site too. This is a campground. We're not near full, that's for sure. But there's a gambling casino not too far away, so they probably get a lot of people in here for weekends. See, there, that's down there. Now up there is where the office is, and that part's up there, the part up there to camp, but we're down by the river. There's a little old gray-haired lady sitting there. This is along the Ohio River. That's a casino at Rising Sun now. We just ate over here at this restaurant, lunch. They're using a backhoe, as you can tell, right here. That's the river. That's Kentucky over there. This is a Lewis and Clark exhibit that they've got here in Rising Sun right now. It's moving around, following Lewis and Clark's expedition, and it's here for a week here, and it moves on. These people are camped right next to us that are really running it. So, this is Aberdeen. This is Aberdeen.
Aberdeen, Ohio.
This is Aberdeen, Ohio. Little picnic area along the riverfront. We stopped for lunch. I'm going to get a picture of Maystown. There's a river, and across is Maysville, not Maystown, Kentucky. On the hillside, there's the river. Looked like you can camp over here too, but we didn't do that. Murals on the flood wall at Portsmouth, Ohio. And I'm going on down that way, and then I'll go down farther. Barge going down the river, going downstream. Crane working on the river. This is part of the mural again. Portsmouth 1903 this is. And then we've got some other ones. They're going the other way now. Train. I'll go down. Train station. There they're thrashing. There is the fire department.
This is Portsmouth. Congregations established before 1876, all different churches.
And that must be the war there.
Yes.
War at Corinth, I guess. Probably a civil war, I guess. Some of the industry along the river. There is the Ohio Erie Canal. There's another one. I don't know what that is. Probably says it at the top if I bring it in. I'll never get it. And there's some people on a stagecoach. There's some people arriving, I guess, by boat. I guess. Ricky, famous baseball owner and that. I don't know if he was a player, I guess he was. And here's a flood. This must be a flood in 37 or 97. And here's Roy Rogers. He was born here in Portsmouth.
Jim Tharp is down here.
Jim Tharp, the football player in there, running the ball, I guess. And there's another one of him. It's 1932.
He was a player coach for the Portsmouth Shoe Steels in 1927.
Okay. Government Square in Portsmouth. And that's the lady that did Shakespeare. There's the streetcars, or trolleys, and there's shoe manufacturing, different manufacturing. All this manufacturing was between 1869 and 1977. And this is the rest of the mural of Portsmouth that I had part of it before. I think way down there I had that part. Well, now this is the rest of it. Bridge over the Ohio. I don't know which bridge. It doesn't tell you. Different pictures of the world, I guess. Zittau, I don't know where that is. It says windows on, I don't know what it says. I'll see you when it's later on. It says it's Portsmouth windows of the world. And there is another bridge. This is sunset at the bridge at Alexander Point. Remember the good times. Good times remembered. There's a circus and buildings, picnic areas, some more things. Camp Molly Nolliman. There's the Elk Country Club. Camp Owl. There's motorcyclists and motorcycles. This is For Freedom, and it's World War I, II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Gulf War, no, I don't know which one. And that's, here's the Gulf War here. And that's the Vietnam War. This is the Korean War. That's what that one is. Hospital, surgery, I guess, a hospital to the area. They manufactured shoelaces here. Modern industry now. Gray iron castings. There. And there had to be a construction sign in front of this one. It's telling you it's ahead. And there, I don't know exactly who this guy is. I'll get it. Ern Riff, whoever he is. Must be somebody. Universities, I guess, students. Looks like it. I don't know what university. I don't know what this is either. I think it's about electricity or something. I don't know. Steel production. That's industrial. That is a street, I guess. And that's a ferry boat, or a boat coming in to shore. We're at the Longenberger Basket Company in Dresden, Ohio. And that basket, the basket is 20 feet high, And it's 29 feet. I guess that's with the fruit. It's 29 feet high altogether. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but that's what she said. So that's that. I'll bring it in. They really look real, those apples too. This is Dave Longenberger that started the company, the statue of him. He died in '99. This is a picture of the Longenberger Basket Corporation headquarters in Newark, Ohio. It's 7 stories high and they made it just like a basket. Pretty neat. We're going to see Dale and Elaine Miller. We're going to have lunch with them. This is Dale and Elaine Miller at their house.
Talk to him.
Yeah, you can talk to me. So. Fine, we think. It's nice. It's a nice area up here.
Yeah, it's pretty up here.
I'll take some more of the house.
Look at the birch tree, right?
Yeah, Dale and I planted that. We called Mom and Dad one day and said, you know, would you like to have a white birch? And they didn't even think about it.
Nice.
And when we planted out what the trunks were about that big.
I think this is pretty view here. This is from coming almost out of Ohio. And we're going to cross the Ohio River and go into West Virginia for a little while. There's the bridge. And then we'll go into Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. We have pretty harp music on our tape we bought, CD. This is West Virginia. I guess Wheeling. We're only going to be in it a little while. Colors are starting to change, but not now. There's no sun today. It's a town built in the hills. I don't know what town it is. It's West Virginia, but I don't know what town it is.
We just came up the Duquesne Tramway, Incline Railway, and we're up on top of it now. We're up on Mount Washington, and that's actually the Ohio going down that way now. Because here, I'll show you, you can see the colors in the river are different. On this side, towards us, is the Monongahela water, and right there is where that's the Allegheny coming in above on the top of the picture, and the Monongahela on the bottom part.
It's called the triangle there.
Yeah, this is a golden triangle right here. And there's a fountain there, but it ain't doing anything right now. Right there is a fountain that ain't squirting. And then looking up this way, there's another bridge. And there's some more. And that's Pittsburgh. That's over there. Three River Stadiums used to be right over here.
That's Heinz Field.
And that's Heinz Field.
And over here is the PNC Stadium. See it?
Wait a minute, I gotta bring it in. There's
on the right there.
CM. See
that round?
Yeah, I'm showing it, Carol. It's CM what?
PNC.
Okay,
PNC.
That's the baseball stadium.
That's a bank, they say.
Bank put that up. That's named after a bank. The bank sponsored it again. But this is a football field here. Heinz Field where the Pittsburgh Pirates play. Pittsburgh Steelers play. This one's where the Pittsburgh Pirates play. But this, you really see a long way up here. But you better be part mountain goat to live in Pittsburgh, because it's nothing but hills and valleys. I'll pan around slow if I can. There's houses.
Toll on the river, towboat, not a toll.
Okay. Where, Carol?
Just a little toll.
There's a little towboat here. Just a tow, not a tow. Just a towboat. We're way up on the mountain though. Very pretty up here. And there's some more. What, Carol?
Can't see the incline going up or down, can you?
No, I don't know. That's downtown Pittsburgh. I get this knob of this post out of the way, it'll be better.
There's something over here that won't happen.
There's another bridge way up there. There's a bunch of bridges here. There's one that I can see. Two is a yellow one. Where'd that go? Oh, there's one above it. There's a yellow one. There's another one.
You live up here or just come up here to work?
Just work up here.
And then another one.
I grew up 8 miles south of the city in my hometown.
And there's another one. And down here's the one. And then over here's one. And over there is one. And down there another one. This bridge, well, there's another bridge. And then there's another bridge. And then there's another bridge. And then up there is another bridge. And I don't know, I can't see no more from here. So I guess there ain't no, there's a bridge there. That might be that's the last one I can see. A bunch of bridges, some barges and river boats or something parked down there. Here goes the tram down.
Take a nap for a couple more minutes.
It's going to go behind the trees before long. There it went. There it is. I see a little bit of it going down. It's going to come out down there. I don't lose it. Guess I lost it. No, there it goes. That'll come out again. No. There it goes down there. There is a tow. He backed up out of the Monongahela and he's going to go up the Allegheny now. Then we got a train running through down there too. Well, this is where we're eating lunch today. But you can sure see the difference in the color of the water. Monongahela is a lot muddier than the Allegheny. When it mixes. I'm going to get 2 of them. The other one's going to be coming up. Yeah, they always do, Carol. They have to.
Did you say it's from the restaurant?
No, this is from the restaurant. You heard Carol say that?
Grandview Saloon.
Grandview Saloon. He has to come up.
There he comes.
I know.
Oh my God, would you look at this hamburger?
I know.
Both are beautiful in addition to our lives.
Take a picture of this.
Itinerary.
Take a picture of this big old hamburger.
There's Carol's hamburger.
Man.
I used to watch that like when I was younger. I never passed it.
There's mine.
Way back in the day when shoes were
We just came down. We were up on top of it, and we just came down. That's the building. It's an old building. 18-something.
1977. This is some of the hills of Maryland. It's changing colors now. Seeing more colors here. This is a beautiful drive. We got a CD on we bought. Ragtime in Dixieland. Colors are really getting pretty here. Was cloudy and misty and rainy this morning. Foggy, but now it's turning pretty. We have a lot of grades, 6% grade, and on this road going down. And this isn't Maryland yet. And then we're going to head south through West Virginia and then head into Virginia. It's a beautiful drive. We passed the East Continental Divide. Is that right?
We passed it. We went over the Eastern Continental Divide.
Yeah. Over.
See that cut in the mountains up there?
Mm-hmm. See the cut in the mountains.
They're proposed to their power line.
First day of October. Not as many reds and orange yellows here.
West Virginia.
Lots of hills in this Maryland area. The power line is the road we're going to take. Well, maybe not. We're going to go by it anyway. That might be the scenic 40. I think so. Well, I guess we go that way. Yeah, we do. We're going up through this cut that Don thought was the power line. Wow, is that a cut? Woo. Look at that. That was a lot of cutting through to get in that road.
Look at how dip that is.
I know. There's a dip right there in that rock. Very pretty. Travel exhibit here. I mean, exhibit and the travel information.
In there?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a rest area or not.
I don't know. I can't get in.
Probably was. Now these are the Blue Ridge Mountains. We're in Virginia now. We went through West Virginia. Now we're in Virginia. Heading south to Winchester. Pretty. Sky cleared up. Sun came out. Jim Reeves is singing. Blue Ridge Mountains area. Traffic with it. This is the Blue Ridge Mountains coming into. You can see blue and it's on the ridge. Shenandoah Valley, we're starting. Coming out of Winchester, Virginia. Heading south. Okay, there's some.
As soon as we get up there.
Someday they might, or
Yeah, if I can find them. There's the Blue Ridge all the way around. There's a mirror. I can't find them. There they are. It's pretty there. It's not a very sunny day, so.
It's going to come around to your right. There's the Blue Ridge from the 81. That's not the Blue Ridge. That's just the I-81.
Except for the big truck. These are pretty mountains up here. One side's the Blue Ridge and the other side's the Allegheny. I don't know which one this is, because Blue Ridge, I guess. That's why they call it the Blue Ridge Mountains. I guess it looks blue. This is the Allegheny Mountains on the side here.
Come out again in a minute. Mountains. We just ate lunch at the Walmart here. Walmart parking lot.
There's the Blue Ridge. It came out of the haze now. Take this away.
A little bit will come down out of another hill.
Some more. There's hardly any colors though. It's all green. Too early for the colors, it looks like. Want me to continue? You want me to keep up?
No. When we come down on it.
That's quite a cut in the rock there to make the road. Route 81. A lot of truck traffic this road.
recording. Bristol, Tennessee, Virginia, birthplace of country music. Who's that one on the left?
Well, here's Victor, Carter family,
Okay.
the Stonemans, Jimmy Rogers.
That's it.
I saw the guy last night that painted it. He was playing in This is Bristol, Virginia on one side of the street and Tennessee on the other. It's divided. The whole town is divided between the states. It says Tennessee, good place to live.
There's Dollywood. Yeah, I sitting there, so I won't take it. Bob and Jackie Mandel. They're from Fairview Heights. Well, I guess it was only Fairview at that time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There they are. Yeah. There. Carol wants a picture of this horn of plenty for Thanksgiving or Halloween, one or the other. This is the old mill. Built in 1830. There's the waterfall that turned the, I don't know how that works. Wheel turn wrong me, but I guess that's the way it's supposed to be. That's a Sevierville courthouse right there. Leaves are turning here. Okay.
Dolly Parton statue is on the other side. We're going to take a picture in front of the courthouse.
There's Dolly's.
Yeah, it looks like her from here. She's got a dimple. Butterfly on her guitar.
She's from here. This is the Dixie Stampede where we're going to go tonight for dinner and a show. And there's a horse and buggy made out of straw. Yeah, oranges and pumpkins. And over here, Carol said the horses are. Some pictures of the horses. You see the horses there. And then over here is the wagon.
This is the campground we are at. It's Mill Creek Resort. The Smokies are all around it. Some of these trees are starting to change. This is a coast to coast. And we got to stay here too. This is our campsite. All the things are hilly here. Pennsylvania was. Here is the Smoky Mountains. We're driving through today. Making a hairpin turn. It's not colored yet, not much. Well, the sun it really isn't out right now. There's some old creek next to it, but I didn't get that. going up the hill. Oh, there was a pretty view. It's foggy though.
Yeah.
It was a pretty view back there, but it was kind of foggy. There's some colors there. Two of them.
Little bitty airstream.
Some pretty reds and oranges and yellows. They're turning more here than they did up north. We have a tunnel now coming up.
Tunnel. Use lights.
Creek. Can't see it too well with that mirror, but it's pretty except the windshield's not clean. But it's pretty. And there's the creek. No, going.
This is Newfound Gap. Pretty hazy over in there today, but we're on top of Newfound Gap in the Smoky Mountains now.
And now we're starting down. We were up at Newfound Gap, and now we're starting back down. We're in North Carolina now. We were in Tennessee.
I'm down there, so I'll go back to drive.
Oh, that's a pretty tree. Yeah. I'm getting them, I think.